Ugh. I'll keep saying this. Krillin is one lucky SOB. You're the man, Krillin. Except you got. Why would you ask Goku to punch you? Why? We're talking Dragon Ball Super Episode 16. It's really disheartening to see Dragon Ball become this kind of a joke. It's kind of a joke, guys. Honestly, there's some good things about here. I mean, it's good to see Krillin and Goku share a moment. It's good to see Bulma and Vegeta have their moment. It's good to see Krillin and 18 have their moment. And it's finally going somewhere at the end of this episode with Vegeta going to Barris's planet and being trained by Wiz. Finally, we're going to see maybe resurrection of F or Frieza. A little bit of that. Because Wiz pretty much tells Vegeta, listen, I know the way you're training is not working. I know a way where you could surpass Goku himself. But then we see Goku training by himself, but also working. It's the problem I have with overall this episode. Of course, there's more complaints. There's always going to be probably complaints for the series because you can just tell it's like a cash grab, man. And they really just throw the comedy at you. It doesn't work. The comedy doesn't work here. There's a few moments it does work, but I don't think it really works because we take Dragon Ball Z seriously, while we took Dragon Ball not as much. We took Dragon Ball as it was fun, it was adventurous, while Dragon Ball Z was a little bit more serious of tone. And most of these characters are from Dragon Ball Z, and of course Goku from Dragon Ball and characters from Dragon Ball, but they've all grown up and matured. So I believe if that's not that kind of humor and that kind of comedy that they give Vegeta doesn't work in Super. They're trying to have a lighthearted kind of series, and Dragon Ball Z does have those moments. Yeah, it's just not over the top as much as Super. Super is just over the top. I did chuckle one point when Vegeta was trying to crack an egg and make Wiz this like crazy omelet and rice. And it was pretty kind of funny to see Krillin with the taco shirt and also the instant ramen. But it just really boggles my mind on how much Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, how far they've gone to Dragon Ball Super, and it's just not living up to any expectations. It's not even close to any expectations. Because, of course, I always say this, and I will continue saying this. We've seen all this before, and there is no. Honestly, it was done better in the films. It was done better in the films, but I am looking forward to new material, and it's great to see Vegeta finally go to Barris's planet. And I think that's what could really take the show off. There could be a first half where it's just a little bit over the top, a little bit cheesy, nothing really weighs anything, so to speak. But then the second half could really take off where a lot of things matter. There's consequences. There's new transformations. There's everything we look forward to in what we saw in Dragon Ball Z. The arcs in here already in Super with the Barris and Goku and the God Mode stuff, it doesn't feel, it feels, like I said, it felt like a training match. But now, once we get into these couple of episodes, it's definitely like that filler kind of episodes with, of course, Hercule and this episode. I do wish they do continue to. They did flashbacks of Dragon Ball, and then going back to Dragon Ball, like, man, look how much better. I mean, they of course knew animation and stuff, and it didn't really look that great. But I mean, like, Dragon Ball was awesome because it was so innocent. The adolescence, the adventure, the comedy really worked in there because the Goku was somewhat innocent, like he had no clue about the world and what he experienced. Of course, Bulma helped him out and the situations they were in. And of course, Dragon Ball Z just took it to a next level with the arcs, the sagas, the Cell Saga, the fighting, the transformations. But we've seen it all before, and they're trying to pack it in with Super, and it's just not working. This series is not working. We gotta call on it. I know people like the series, and I think you shouldn't really take it too seriously, because if you do, you're gonna be very, 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 very disappointed. When hearing the hype of a new Dragon Ball series, I was excited, but I didn't take it too seriously because maybe we should have left Dragon Ball Z alone. There's some properties that you just leave alone and you just don't bring back. And maybe Dragon Ball is one of them. But you do want to see many other adventures. You want to see where they could push it, the envelope. We've seen games do it and we see them do it. And we've seen fanfic do it fantastically. But with Super, it just doesn't feel like there's a heart to it. And that's what this series is missing, is a heart and an overall structure that could really just bring us into the fold and give us that atmosphere, give us that tone, give us those epic fights, and give us some. If you're gonna do transformations that we never. That it's just imagination. Well, I want to actually, honestly, I'm kind of sick and tired of transformations. Honestly, I'm kind of sick and tired of the transformations. But I think what really Super could. How you fix Super is overall the story and the plot and where this is going, because so far it's not doing anything for me. It's not doing anything for me. I just feel like it doesn't have a heart. It doesn't have a heart. That's it. I don't want to call this a rant. This episode was fine. It just feels like it doesn't feel like a Dragon anything really what we had in the past. It's new, but yet it's not new. It just the comedy doesn't work. And comedy doesn't work. It doesn't work for these characters. It doesn't work for Vegeta. It doesn't work for Vegeta. Vegeta is starting to become a clown, and I love how he always tells Goku he's a clown. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. Hopefully, somewhere in the series, it just really takes off. I hear the manga is very very awesome, very introducing new elements to it. I'm hearing about this new multi-dimension arc, just all kinds of stuff. Goku and Vegeta maybe having twin brothers. I don't know. I mean, I see thumbnails, but I don't go into it because I don't know. I don't want to really get spoiled or ruined by it because I'm just watching the anime series right now, and I'm just gonna stick with the anime series because, like I said in my other videos and that I grew up with the animated series. I didn't grow up with the manga. I grew up with the animated series. I watched Dragon Ball. I watched Dragon Ball Z. I watched Dragon Ball GT. So I'm going to continue that tradition and watch Dragon Ball Super, even though probably the manga is 10 times better. But what really matters to me and what I'm really interested is the overall series, the animated series. And right now they're crashing. So thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Would really appreciate it. Bring a smile to my face. And comment below. Love to hear you guys' thoughts. If you do like the series so far and you're not really taking it too seriously, I understand that. I mean, this series does cater to a lot of people, and there's some things that are really good in here. So I could really see why you would like the series, but for my taste and for my opinion, it just doesn't work. It does not work for me, and it doesn't work for a lot of people too who talk about Dragon Ball Super. So, but I would still love to hear you guys' opinions because that's why I make these videos, to hear what you guys think about. I'm Daniel Man, aka Daniel's son. Good night.